Pardon me. What's good, beautiful souls and spirits of the Most High? It's me, Najee Mustafa Ali, and this is response to um, the video that was posted. By the way, Mr. Van Balion, bet your lucky stars that I have not copyrighted myself yet for you posting my video without my consent, which we all know is called piracy. Using my video for your personal gain, and you didn't even ask me could you use it for any case study, anything. So I would rectify that if I was you. But anyway, I wanted to show you all my gurus. Oh, I want to address the comments of people talking about my children and how child protective services should be called, and this, that, and the third. I'm an excellent father, active 24/7. I'm at home. I be at home with my children. My children know multiple languages because of me. So you can call child protective services, and all they're gonna tell you is how an excellent father I am, how they eat every day, they play every day. They're not in any of these institutions. I homeschool them. So, just to address that. So y'all can keep the child protective services comments. Y'all can keep it up. It don't bother me. The only reason why I know about it is because my wife is reading y'all comments. I'm not. Shit, if anybody need protective services, it's me. My daughter scratched my damn face today. I'm bleeding. So if anybody need protective services, I need it. So anyway, I wanted to introduce y'all to my so-called gurus, since people think that I'm a Moorish American and a sovereign citizen, in which I ain't. I denounce both those titles. I'm just me. I'm a natural born American, male, indigenous, O positive blood, okay? All that. So first and foremost, we have this. This is a common law handbook for jurors, sheriffs, bailiffs, and justices. I want to show you my guru. Y'all want to talk about my gurus? My gurus, right? I don't answer questions. My gurus. Hold on. Who wrote this book? David G. My gurus, right? Y'all want to talk about my gurus? My gurus. My gurus. These are my gurus. Black people are dead in law. My gurus. Y'all want to talk about gurus? What I learned from? Reading. Books. I buy books. Born of blood, bound by paper. Books. Y'all want to talk about my gurus? See, I don't get my information from man. I don't pay people because I don't belong to no secret societies. I buy books. That's what I buy. I have a library. Oh, don't worry. I have law books too. Huge law books. And I have the Black Laws Dictionary. So, I think I know what I'm talking about. I think they know what I'm talking about too. This ain't no game. Y'all funny. Y'all are hilarious. I'm well studied in what I'm talking about. Oh, and I also have a Constitution book as well. I have to find it. Again, it's in my library. But I will find it and show it to y'all, and I'll show y'all all the amendments. Again, I don't answer questions about the Fifth Amendment. So what y'all gonna say? This judge, he crazy? He don't know what he talking about? What it say? Nashville Judicial Magistrate and Attorney. Now, you can't be a magistrate and attorney at the same time. You only can be one or the other. If you are practicing law, you are not allowed to sit as a judge. People don't know that. But again, no one studies law because it's boring. But I do. So let's read in one of my favorite books. Real quick. Let's read this first page. It says, Common Law Handbook for Jurors, Sheriffs, Bailiffs, and Justices. Men must be governed by God or they will be ruled by tyrants. William Penn. It's the duty of jurors, sheriffs, bailiffs, and justices to resist all infringement upon the rights of the people without delay. Thomas Jefferson said, whenever people are well informed, they can be trusted with their own government. Clearly, the government cannot be in charge of deciding for themselves whether or not they should indict themselves on criminal charges or not. This is precisely why we have so much corruption in our government. It is the duty of the people to stand up as faithful and wise stewards, Luke 12:42, and bring the servants who think themselves as master back into subjugation. These are not my words. I did not write these. So y'all arguing with these words. Common law is common sense. The question each jurist must ask themselves, is there an injured party? Now this is important for all you people who say I committed some type of crime. Listen to this. Listen to this. Again, I'm not making nothing up. This is not my words. It says, there is a common law principle which states that for there to be a crime, there must first be a victim, corpus delicti. The state cannot be the injured party. In the absence of a victim, there can be no crime. This is what the grand jurors must discover. Oh shit. Who did I injure? Who made a report? Who reported me? Did anybody report me? For there to be a crime, there must be an injured party, and the state can't be an injured party. Not my words. Not my words. Not my words. We're reading. You guru. Guru, right? Guru, that's what y'all say. You can buy this off Amazon. You can buy it off Amazon. It says the constitutions of most of our states assert that all power is inherent to the people, in the people, that they may exercise it by themselves in all cases to which they think themselves competent, as in electing their functionaries, executive and legislative, and deciding by a jury of themselves, both fact and law, in all judiciary cases in which any fact is involved, or they may act by representatives freely and equally chosen, that it is their right and duty to be at all times armed to freedom of person, freedom of religion, freedom of property, and freedom of the press. Thomas Jefferson, letter to John Cartwright, June 5th, 1824, the Thomas Jefferson Papers, Library of Congress. You want to argue? Argue with this book. You want to argue? Y'all can't argue with me. I got the thing. I got the thing, baby. I got the thing. It says, grand jurors, it is the duty of common law grand juries to expose all fraud and corruption, whether it is in political or judicial realm, and stop it. The authority of the grand jury is found only in the Bill of Rights, therefore it comes from God and not government. Amendment 5, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury. It is in effect a fourth branch of government governed and administered to directly by and on behalf of the American people. Not my words. Not my words. I'm not making this up. I want to pull up something important real quick before I get off here. We can read these let's read these US codes real quick. How about I read these US codes? It says US codes, remedy of the people when rights are violated. USC 18 y'all want to bring up case study in US codes and shit? Here we go. Look at this. Now y'all got to look this shit up and prove me wrong. USC 18 2382, misprison of treason. Whoever having knowledge of treason conceals and does not make known the same to some judge is guilty of treason for contempt against the sovereign and shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 7 years or both. USC 18-201, bribery. If any public official directly or indirectly gives, offers, or promises anything of value to any person to influence any official act. USC 18-241, conspiracy against rights. If two or more persons conspire to injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate any person in any state in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right they shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both. USC 18-242, deprivation of rights under color of law. Whoever under color of any law, statute, ordinance, regulation, or custom willfully subjects any person in any state to the deprivation of any rights shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 1 year or both. USC 18-207. I'm not making this stuff up. Look at it. Not my words. Not my handwriting. I ain't typed this shit. I ain't typed this shit. I'm just reading it. I'm just reading what's here. Okay? Okay? USC 18-207, Sonny, what else concealment? Oh, yeah, we ain't read that. Whoever willfully and lawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, or destroys, or attempts to do so, documents filed or deposited with any clerk or officer of any court shall be fined or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both. USC 18-207-76. Clerk is to file. Whoever, being a clerk, willfully refuses or neglects to make or forward any report, certificate, statement, or document as required by law shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 1 year or both. USC 42-1983. Civil action for deprivation of rights. Every person who under color of any statute, ordinance, regulation, custom, or usage of any state subjects or causes to be subjected any person within the jurisdiction thereof to the deprivation of any rights, privileges, or immunities secured by the Constitution and laws shall be liable to the party injured in the action at law. Not my words. Conspiracy to interfere with civil rights. Okay, hold on. All right. If two or more persons in any state or territory conspire for the purpose of depriving either directly or indirectly any person's rights, the party so injured or deprived may have an action for the recovery of damages against any one or more of the conspirators. USC 42-1986. Action for neglect to prevent. Every person who, having knowledge that any of the wrongs conspired to be done or about to be committed, and having power to prevent or aid in preventing the commission of the same, neglects or refuses to do so, if such wrongful act be committed, such shall be liable to the party injured. Okay, this all is mine. This is government by consent. Oh, y'all say consent doesn't matter. This is important. Listen to this. This is a kicker. Government by consent. Our founders purposely placed the power of the grand jury in the Bill of Rights to make it clear that it belongs to the people and the government is not to violate it. It is the ultimate power of the people which allows them to consent or not to the actions of their servant government. It also prevents government from unrighteous prosecutions by forcing the government to seek permission from the people before criminal charges can be filed. If the people refuse, it cannot go forward. By understanding this principle, it becomes clear that the government has no authority to control your behavior, and therefore neither do legislators without your consent. Y'all want to talk about consent? It's in the book. It's in the book. It's in the book. Hey, it's in the book. It's right here. In the book. Hey, it's in the book. It's in the book. Hey, it's in the book. Hey, hey. You should care about my good rules. Maybe you should use them, you fucking dummy. You should. Maybe you should. Okay, let's keep going since people want to keep talking. Let's go. Since people want to keep talking, we finna keep going. Okay, the Declaration of Independence. Are y'all familiar with that? I don't think so, because y'all don't do no studying. It says, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Again, that word consent again. All men decide for themselves whether they want to participate in the institutions of men or not. The United States Supreme Court confirmed this when they said every man is independent of all laws except those prescribed by nature. He is not bound by any institutions formed by his fellow man without his consent. Cruden v. Neal 2 NC 338, May term 1796. Okay. It says only people can file a criminal complaint. There are only 3 ways a court can hear a criminal complaint. One or more of the people sign a sworn affidavit that they have been injured. No one has a sworn affidavit that I injured anybody. A prosecutor on behalf of the government brings an accusation before the grand jury, and the grand jury either indicts or does nothing. The grand jury, by its own will, can investigate merely on suspicion that the law is being violated, or even because it wants assurance that it is not. And if it finds wrongdoing, it can present it to the court, and it must go to trial. No one can second guess the grand jury unless the grand jury's action violates another's unalienable rights. Principle of liberty. Consent, that consent word again, which y'all said that we don't have. Consent and jurisdiction. It's all about consent and jurisdiction. In order to possess liberty, it is extremely important that you understand consent. Our servant government cannot do anything without your consent. Not my words. Not my words. Y'all can read it. Y'all can read it for yourself. We read in the Declaration of Independence, this consent of authority, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, same thing that's up there, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments and instituted among men deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Any authority our servants have is by our consent. If they act outside authority, they are subject to criminal charges under U.S. Codes 42 and 18 and liable for damages under U.S. Codes and common law. So are y'all saying these are not real? Do these U.S. Codes not exist? Huh? Does it not? Only people can judge? Does it? I mean, did I make this up? Oh, look at this. This is important. Under U.S. Codes 42 and 18, when you are detained without your consent for violating a statute, you have just been kidnapped. And if the judge sets a bail, he just set a ransom. And when the prosecutor confirms the charges, he becomes part of the conspiracy. And you can put the conspirators in jail and sue them for damages. It's all about jurisdiction and consent. Oh, wow. I mean, I could keep going. I got multiple books. Let's go to I Don't Answer Questions. Let's read out of this. Let's see what he says about talking to the policy enforcers. Let's see what he says. Look, this is the man right here. Hold on, let me show y'all. This the man right here. Y'all can find him. Y'all find him like I did. This the man. This the man. This the man. This the man. I don't answer questions. Pleading the fifth. This the man. Look, tell you about itself to Arthur. I'm just saying, y'all want to play games? I don't play games around here. I'm serious. This is my life that y'all fucking with. That y'all criticizing. Y'all don't even know me. I could be one of y'all best friends. I could be somebody y'all call in the time of need, and y'all sitting here fucking with me. So it's okay. Luckily, I'm fuck-wittable. Oh, we have a lot of shit in here. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. The United States Constitution, a beacon of rights. Oh, there go that Constitution again. Everybody keep talking about, right? The Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent, Miranda versus Arizona, the Sixth. Here go these statutes that all you motherfuckers was talking about, huh? Remember, Mr. Van Bile. Remember all those? Yeah, I got something for that. Trust me, I got something for that. I got something for that. Look at these. Look, not making this shit up. Look at all these codes. Y'all, look at all these codes. Look at this. Look at this. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got it. I got what you need. Best believe I got it. Look at that. Look at that. Real life stories from my law practice. We can go over his cases. Come on now. The Tennessee Constitution and your rights. There go the rights again. Navigating police encounter, do's and don'ts when confronted by law enforcement, the importance of legal literacy and society, DUI investigations. Come on now. Y'all want to talk? I'm not talking out my ass, bro. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't talk out my ass. I talk what I know. My evidence, that's evidence. That's evidence. Y'all still haven't proven no criminal activity. Even Van Baal said himself that there's no proof of no criminal activity. And then I just threw out the weed thing. CBD is legal. You have to prove that my weed is now either CBD or THC. You cannot make that distinction by using a canine dog. You can only make that distinction by searching my shit. And I gave no consent for any searches. So how my stuff end up being searched? I'm just saying, even if he saw green on the, which he told he didn't even state it in the police report how he got probable cause for the dog, but he told my wife himself. That's why we need the security, the police footage so y'all can see. Again, I have nothing to hide, baby. Y'all can see it. He told my wife that he saw green on the dashboard, which is the reason why he called the canines. Even still, in the state of Wisconsin, CBD is legal. You cannot tell the difference between CBD and THC. You can't even tell the difference between weed and fucking tea. Do you know that? Do y'all know that? So before we get to this probable cause thing y'all like talking about so much, we have to get to there. You have to refute the fact that CBD is legal in Wisconsin. If CBD is legal in Wisconsin, which is considered part of weed, that case is thrown the fuck out. Is it not? Hello? So what criminal charges are there? Again, last time I checked, before you end up in handcuffs, there has to be charges brought upon you. They can't arrest you and then pin you with charges. That's criminal activity. How you gonna have me in handcuffs then start charging me with shit? No, you have to charge me first before you put me in handcuffs. What are we talking about here, dude? We not know how the law works. No, we don't, because we have a bunch of stupid motherfuckers out here. Y'all just be on social media. I read books. I learn. I spend all my time learning. That's what I've been doing since I've been out the military. I've been learning what the fuck is going on. What have I been unknowingly consenting to, like all of you? I was just like y'all. But I'm not anymore. I woke up. It's time for y'all to wake the fuck up. Stop believing in bullshit. Stop believing in people like Van Bile, whatever the fuck that boy name is. Cause he haven't done, I promise you he ain't done no case studies. You can pull up the little weak ass Sam shit. The officers even pulled that shit up. That's the only case they used. But if you don't know further cases besides that, that's when you're in trouble. But I do. Again, I have law books. Hello? I don't have to make anything up. It was already presented before me. I wrote none of this. None of this came from my mind. I'm just using what's already there. Don't be mad at me because I know how to read. And then y'all want to talk about my English usage. A lot of y'all don't even know that English is a form of Creole. If you look in the etymology dictionary, most of the words don't even come from here. Most of our words originate from other fucking languages. So you tell me, is English really a thing? Is it? You want to talk about English? But you use words from Latin, you use words from German, you use words from Dutch, but it's called English though, right? No, it's just an accumulative of multiple languages and dialects. It's called Creole. But y'all don't even know that. But y'all want to talk to me about English. Y'all don't even know that it's distinctions between English. That is business English, it's law English, it's the King's English. We all not even speaking the same fucking language right now. Depends on where you come from and what your upbringing was. You might even not even know what the fuck I'm saying or how I'm even using the words. Which is why a lot of y'all be thinking the politicians be using business English, which all of us know, and they don't. They be using the language of the politicians called doublespeak. I was watching one of Trump interviews that he did with Putin, and he didn't say nothing. He didn't answer no damn questions. He was vague as fuck. He using doublespeak like a motherfucker, like a politician do. He's very good at it. Not to knock Trump. That's my boy. I love Trump. I want y'all to know I love Trump. Go Trump. You doing good. You doing good shutting this corporation down, Trump. Keep it up. Go Trump. Go Trump. Go Trump. Go Trump. I should have voted for Trump. But then I would have been under the statutes of, the United States corporation in which all you stupid motherfuckers are under. But, you know, again, I have no reason to lie or argue. Y'all can argue with facts. Y'all can argue with facts. These are just, and I have a constitution book as well that have all the amendments in it. So I want y'all to argue with those things. How about you argue with those instead of arguing with me, trying to say that I'm a criminal when y'all don't even know me. Trying to say that child protective services need to be called because I smoke marijuana. How many of y'all fucking do cocaine in y'all households with y'all children is there? But I ain't calling child protective services on y'all. All I do is smoke marijuana. I do no other drugs. That's it. And I don't even like, I don't even do it in front of my children. To be honest, I be outside. They be in the house. So, what are we talking about? Something y'all don't know? I think so. Y'all always like talking about shit y'all don't know. But it's okay, because I'm ready for y'all ass. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. I'm ready for y'all asses. I'm ready for all y'all asses. Trust me, I am. I'm ready. I was born ready. 12/25/97, baby, born ready. I got the same birthday as y'all so-called savior. Y'all better be careful now. Y'all better be careful now. Y'all might be in trouble. Just saying. But that's just, I'm just saying too. If they had something on me, if I really committed a crime, do you think that I'd be free right now? Do you really? Do you really? Do you really think that I'll be free, that I'll be able to talk to you all? As much as I've been talking to y'all, this is not my first time addressing this situation. It's not my first time addressing the situation. I've addressed this situation previously on multiple previous lives. I've addressed the situation. This is now, since somebody done stumbled upon my shit, it's now going up to where y'all listening, which I'm thankful and grateful y'all are. But do y'all own research. Stop being a fucking fool. Get off the internet. Take a break. I haven't had my phone in a month. No technology. Barely able to even get on my video games because of my children. Y'all want to talk about child protective services? Hey, call them. Call them. Please, somebody call them. Somebody need to see what I got going on in my house. Somebody need to see how I take care of people. I got an elderly woman right now, chilling, watching Walker Texas Ranger. Not even my grandma, somebody else's grandma that I'm taking care of. But you want to say call child protective services? Please do. My children are very much taken care of. I live in a house. I'm not homeless. Am I? Nope, not at all. My light's on. Ain't it? Child protective services? Call them. I would let y'all into my house, but I don't know y'all like that. I'll let y'all see how the fuck I live. I live better than a lot of you do. You want to talk about child protective services? Oh, please. Let's call child protective services on a lot of y'all asses. A lot of y'all daddies not in home with y'all babies. At least my children can see me every day. And it's been that way for the past, I don't know, 3 years since I've been out of the Army? Because being in the Army, I wasn't around my children in the Army. The Army policy is your family. They want to keep you all day. I was told in the Army a motherfucker could hold me to 11:59 p.m. and I could do nothing about it. I got a family at home. You mean to tell me you can keep me to the next day, damn near? A minute too? You want to talk about control? Oh no, I'm free now. I got myself out of that. No one controls me. Stop being controlled. Stop being a part of the fucking system. Break free. Have your own mind. This is the time right now. Y'all are being loyal to people who are failing y'all. Y'all being loyal to people that's failing y'all right now. Y'all trying to be on the side of the state, of the government, of the people that's been infringing on y'all. Where y'all tax dollars go? Do y'all know where y'all tax dollars go? Do y'all know it go to Rome? Y'all know Italy right now is the third richest country with gold? Why America ain't? All the $1 billion that we got, right? Where's our gold? Y'all not asking no damn question, but y'all want to talk to me about me being violated. Okay. But we got some questions to talk about, though. We got some things to talk about. Y'all got some questions to answer. I got a lot of questions. I've been waiting for people to talk to, and I'm thankful y'all came to me. I didn't have to seek none of y'all out. Y'all came to me. Remember that. You clicked on my video. You clicked my shit. You wanted to be on my live. You wanted to. This is what y'all wanted. Not me. Look, I'm just here. The only person that I did tag though was that Van Bow dude. Like I said, you better hope I don't copyright myself. In which I might. So you might want to take that video down in the next couple days, or you're gonna have to pay me. Because that is copyright infringement. You did not get my consent. You want to talk about consent? You need consent to use my videos, guy. Did you not know that? But all because I don't have copyright in my YouTube. But it's okay because I'm going to put it. And then we're going to see. Because a lot of y'all don't even know about copyrights. A lot of y'all don't know about intellectual properties. A lot of y'all don't know about a lot of this shit. But it's okay. We're going to learn it together. Because I learned this shit. I learned it so I can teach it to y'all. And I have so many willing fucking students. But first you need to get your head out your own ass, right? First you need to do some fucking research, read some books, build your library of your own, and then we can have an actual conversation. Because there's a lot more shit besides this law shit that I want to talk about. Because there's a lot more shit going on in this realm than dealing with the United States government, which is currently ended. Don't be mad at me. Look, I didn't do the shit. All I'm doing is shedding light on it. Again, I didn't write none of these books. None of these books say Najee Mustafa. These are from different people, different minds, different people who did studies on their own. One of them is legitly from David R. Ridges. And we're going to read these books the next couple of days. I'm going to do y'all that service. We're going to go through all these books together. I got more books. Did y'all know that Caucasians aren't white? They're excluded from being free white persons. I bet you if you look that up in the Black Law's dictionary, that surprised you, huh? You got all these white people walking around that's not white, for real. Because white means sovereignty. Bet y'all didn't know that. Just like black. Black is a, what do you call it? Color of law. Black statute. Being so-called black means that you literally give up all of your rights as a being, a natural-born being, and you fall under the laws and restrictions of slaves. That's what being black is. Again, why is it that Black Lives Matter was a huge thing and nobody that puts black on any application receives any funds from Black Lives Matter? That just goes to show you there's no such thing as black people. You're either indigenous, you either have blood that's tied to the land, or you don't. And my blood is tied to this land. So I'm not worried about nothing y'all say. I love all y'all. I really do. A lot of y'all are misjudged. And I pray for y'all. I'm going to talk to Source today on y'all behalf. And I'm going to implore to Source that she enlighten y'all, that she wake y'all up, how she woken me up, and she allows y'all to see the truth in the error of y'all ways, because a lot of y'all don't know what y'all do. A lot of y'all are very ignorant, and I have to say that. And I know I come in kind of harsh, calling people idiots and shit, or dummies. So if I ever said that, I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I mean, all y'all are geniuses in y'all own right. You know what I'm saying? But it literally just takes for y'all to stop being a hive mind. Think for yourself. That's what this place was created for. This is why we're not supposed to be like any third world country. Our forefathers had set this thing up for us to govern ourselves, to be free. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole reason why they left Britain, remember? Do we not forget why they left Britain? Not they. I didn't. My people always been here. But we gave the people from Britain, we gave y'all freedom over here. And y'all been fucking us up ever since. We let y'all come over here, and this is the repayment that we get. Crazy. I'm not making it up. Look up the Ottoman Empire. Look these things up. Look up the establishment of the United States. We can look it up together. But I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of y'all are dead fucking wrong. A lot of y'all talking about shit y'all have no idea what y'all talking about. Because if y'all knew what y'all was talking about, I would have been back in jail by now. Thank goodness that I put in place the things on court record, the documents that I filed, because I know what appearance mean. And like I said, I have to eject the personal appearance that they said that I made because I didn't. But I never objected it, so it holds weight right now on file. But once I put in my objection, which I'm going to put in very soon, the objection to all the evidence that they said, I'm objecting to it because it's incorrect. It's false. It's a lie. They even lied in the police report. They didn't even put, they didn't even put in a police report that they broke open my safe, but y'all want to say what he did was legal. Then why didn't they state it in the police report? I can read y'all the whole police report of what they said. And they didn't mention the safe in there. That's a reason why, too. I made sure I put evidence out there because there were things that was left out of that report. I have it. I can read it to you. Things that weren't mentioned. But again, y'all want to say that they was in the right. We're going to see who's really right. Again, I know I'm innocent and everybody else does. That's why I'm not in jail right now. Because if I was guilty, it'll show. It'll show. It'll show. But it don't. You're not looking at a guilty man. I'm innocent. Innocent of all charges. All I was doing was traveling to and fro. Y'all want to say travel is a privilege? Well, tell me, do you need a permit to walk up and down these streets? That's called traveling. Do you not know the definition of traveling? This is why I need etymology dictionary. I need dictionaries. Get you some dictionaries. Going from my house to the corner is called traveling. Whether I do it from walking, a bike, a skateboard, a scooter, a motorcycle, whatever, it's called traveling, is it not? So again, if I don't need a license to walk to the corner, if I don't need a license to ride a bike, if I don't need a license to drive a motorcycle, if I don't need a license to ride a skateboard, I don't need a license to ride a scooter, all these are forms of travel. Why do I need a license to drive a vehicle that I'm not making the money in? Which would be the only reason why you need a license anyway if you're using something for the purpose of obtaining any financial gain. Because you're not supposed to obtain financial gain without the United States government knowing. That is the whole purpose of licenses, because you're letting them know, hey, I'm going to be using this thing to make some money, and I'm letting you know so I don't get in trouble. But if that's not my intention, then I don't have to let you know shit. Personal travel isn't against any laws. It's part of the United States Constitution. Freedom of travel. Freedom of travel, not privilege of travel. So, I mean, hey, man, like I said, argue with your mama. I'm not arguing with nobody. Why? Because I got books. I argue with knowledge, not opinion. I could care less about public opinion. I care about public fact. What you can prove. Can you prove that I'm a criminal? Because they couldn't. Who can prove that I'm a criminal? Who can prove that I injured anyone during that situation? Because last time I checked, he said it was a traffic stop. He didn't say that I hit a car. He didn't say that I murdered somebody. He didn't say that I beat up somebody and I got reported. He said that he pulled me over because, in which that was a complete lie. He said he was telling me for, I'll tell you what the lie was. So he lets me know that he was telling me for a mile. Why are you following me for a whole mile? Then to let me know that I was going 82 a mile ago. So when he pulled me over, I wasn't even going 82. I was going probably like 60 something because we was in a construction zone and it's nighttime, as y'all can see. And little do y'all know, I have a tad bit problem with my eyes with vision. So I'm not speeding at night. I'm just letting y'all know that right now, especially with my children in the car. You want to talk about being safe? Yeah. I'm not going to speed with my children in the fucking car, especially when I have 3 hours to get home. That's a long fucking trip. I'm tired. It's at nighttime. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So he pulled me over. I'm going 60 something. In which, in a police report, it never says anything about the traffic stop. He never mentioned anything about Him pulling me over for speed. Never mention the speed. I'm going to pull up the police report. I have this shit as evidence. Okay? That's what all this is for. It's for evidence. I don't give a shit what y'all think. I really don't. Because y'all don't know nothing. Y'all know a damn thing. All y'all doing is just judging. But I have proof that police body cam from all three of those officers, because it was three of them, not one, it was three officers. All they body cams has to be shown. It's public knowledge. Public knowledge. It has to be shown. So y'all gonna see. That's why I'm not worried. I'm not in hiding. I don't have nothing to hide from. I still go out to and fro amongst the public. I still go to the gym. I do all my normal daily activities. Have been doing all my normal daily activities since I got out. I haven't had no problems from any policy enforcers since then. Hell, before that incident, I got pulled over in Indiana, and the policy enforcers literally just told me and because they know out there already in Indiana. Yeah, they do. They know about me because that's where I first started. They know about me in Indiana, so they let me go. They just told me to switch because I ain't have no license. He told me to switch cars. Officer Schroeder, it's not on footage, but that's another thing too. Y'all saying all these things off of 5 minutes. The traffic stop was way longer than 5 minutes. We didn't even get the full fucking traffic stop. That's why I wish we was recording. I wish I was on live when it first happened. Then y'all could see the entire interaction of what happened. And I do have a video of one of the policy enforcers telling my wife to leave her phone in the car. I'm pretty sure on one of their footages it's going to show one of them telling her that she don't need to record because they're recording. What the fuck does that mean? I don't trust y'all. I need my own footage. So all the while they tell her not to record, and of course she listened to them and didn't do what the fuck she's supposed to have did. Because if we was recording that whole thing, even recording outside, if she was recording outside, when they busted open my fucking safe, we'll be having a whole different story right now. But she didn't. Because she was listening to the officer. Like y'all say, listen to the officer. Don't listen to the officer. If there's a judge, unless y'all gonna tell me that he's not reputable, if there's a judge telling you how to handle these motherfuckers and they're not your friends and all that stuff, then what do you think? Have y'all not had y'all eyes open all this time? No, because y'all too focused on social media. So with that being said, I'm going to smoke my blunt, my medicine. For all y'all who have found me from Mr. Van Bow or whatever the fuck his name is, no disrespect, but I mean, I really don't remember what your name is. So even though it's the title of my shit, I can't see the title, so I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna smoke my blunt. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Y'all gonna see me tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And those of you who want to talk about being arrested, you want to know what's funny? I've never seen someone be arrested and they leave their cell door open. You want me to talk about my experience in jail? I'll talk about it real quick. When I first went in, I didn't know. I was unaware that you only have one 10-second phone call a day. I was unaware of that. So when I first got there, it was at nighttime. So I used my first 10-second phone call to call my wife. But again, I didn't talk to her all the way because you can't talk to nobody in fucking 10 seconds. Or is it 1 minute? It's either 10 seconds or 1 minute. One or the two. I don't know. I forgot. However they do it. But anyway, it's not enough time. So after that, one of the guards let me make another phone call. Little do I know that I was using my other phone call for the next day. I'm thinking he's being a kind guy. He's being an asshole. So I use my other phone call. I call my wife again to make sure I get things settled, make sure everything's good with my children because I have just been stripped from my children. That's why they're crying so hysterically when I got arrested because they're not used to being without their dad. But you want to talk about calling Child Protective Services? No, I should call Child Protective Services on y'all for taking me away from my children, for traumatizing them. But I was in a holding cell for 2 days. That Tuesday, no. This is the funny part. I went that Monday night. Tuesday, no phone call. I was unable to make a phone call because I used my one phone call unknowingly to me. This is how they play you in the system. Then, next after that, all Tuesday, I couldn't make a phone call. I think I said that, but I'm stressing that because that was really important to me because that day, I spent a whole entire day like I had to really gain my wits about myself being in that place, not having no communication to my wife, not knowing the state of my children, where they are, you know. Again, I had the only my weapons, my firearms were protection because we travel. Again, I bought those in the state of Washington while I was in the military. So those belong to me. They ain't registered either. Because when you register it to the state owns them now. A lot of y'all don't know that. That's why when you register your car to the DMV, they now own your stuff and now it can be regulated. Y'all don't know that. But yeah, so it wasn't registered. So it belongs to me. It was still in my possession, still mine. It was my right, my Second Amendment right to bear arms. I wasn't brashing it. I wasn't using it to commit no crimes or nothing. So there's no reason why my weapon should be confiscated. But it was. So anyway, back to the jail thing. So Wednesday come, and I was told that I was supposed to have seen a judge on Wednesday. Did I see a judge on Wednesday? No. No, I didn't. Instead, I was taken to solitary confinement. I did actually go to solitary confinement because I don't want to go to gym pop. Not that I was afraid of gym pop or anything, but I know myself. I know how I look. I know how I looked. And I'm not even supposed to be in jail in the first place. So I'm not going to do anything that causes me to have more time than what I'm already supposed to have. I don't have time to be going to jail dealing with no gang members because I don't gang bang. I don't. I'm not a part of no gangs, no clubs, no secret societies, no nothing, no sex, no nothing. I'm just me. That's why the whole sovereign citizen thing is very fucking funny because I ain't no sovereign citizen. Nope. Ain't no Moorish American either. Now, if you want to go back to saying being a Moor, being a Moroccan, then you can say that. That's close. Being a Berber, that's close. That's closer to what I am. Those are ancient. That's close. But being black, nah. Nowhere close to that. So yeah. So I go to solitary. I spent 2 days in solitary. So I said 3 days, it was 4. I went in Wednesday, didn't see a judge. No, Tuesday. Tuesday night is when I went to solitary. And ended up seeing the judge Thursday, I think. It was either Thursday or Friday. I was just hoping that these motherfuckers didn't try to keep me through the weekend. And two, on top of that, the officer didn't even put the report in. The officer's supposed to put in a report as soon as the incident happened. He did not put the report in until days after. My wife had to call him to ask him why isn't I wasn't able to see a judge, because he's talking about he didn't put it in yet. He didn't type it up because they was trying to figure out a story to try to corroborate themselves. Again, why does it take you so long to put in what happened? Why does it take you a couple of days? Because you playing. You playing with people's time. This is what they do. My wife is a witness to it. I stayed in jail extra day than I was supposed to. You only supposed to be held for 72 hours. I was held for 96. I think that's accurate. Probably not. Excuse my math. Again, this is why you need pencil and paper. Let me see. 24 is 1 day. Plus another 24 is 48. Plus another 24 is 72. Plus another 24. Yeah, 96. Ain't it? Yeah, it's 96. They held me for 96 hours. I was held for 96 fucking hours in jail. Yes, I was. 96. That's why on the thing it says, on the offer they gave me, because they made me an offer, which I refused. The offer they gave me, I can share that. If I pleaded guilty to their charges, the deposition was I had to pay them $430, $450, one of the two. That I had to give them a DNA sample, and that for the charges for the marijuana would be considered time served because I served 4 out of 5 days. That's what they offered me if I pled guilty. Guess who don't plead guilty?